the F5 setups. Okay, F5 setups. All right. So the F5 setups are the easiest ones are the SNRC1 and SNRC2. So as I always say, SNRC2 was the most difficult for me. It took me a lot of time to be able to understand how SNRC2 works. Okay, so it took me a lot of time to understand SNRC2. SNRC1 is the easiest, so I'll take you through those ones, SNRC1 and SNRC2, and then the second session we are going to look at examples. And now we are going to look at, because now I've finished everything after the SNRC2, I'll then to be left with transformation, which is, I think I've given a lot of description about transformation on YouTube, right? So we are doing SNRC1, SNRC2, and maybe the next time we do transformation. Okay, so let's go on. PowerPoints. Okay, the PowerPoint is already open. Reactive trading. All right. So SNRC1. Okay. All right. So the foundational requirements. Okay. So we've done QMR, QMC, QMM. We are on SNRC1 and SNRC2. Okay. And the foundational requirement is that now you know a Quasimodo, you already know an engulfing pattern, you know a strong resistance and a strong support, you know a drop-based drop, a rally-based rally, a rally-based drop, a drop-based rally, and a hidden base, which is what the DMB. All right, you know all this. All right, so let's go on. Okay, so we go on with SNRC1, right? So SNRC1 means SNR, everybody knows that SNR is support and resistance. So C means continuation. So support and resistance continuation, right? 1 means that there's 2 and there's 3. Okay. This setup is very basic and it occurs only in a continuation trend, right? It occurs in a continuation trend. Okay. What is a continuation trend? It's a trend that has already broken structure. You know where the market is going. So here, if the market is doing this, a continuation trend will be a downside, right? Downside. And if it does this and you are doing this setup, this is a reversal trend. Okay, this is a reversal. Now a continuation, because you are buying to continue the trend. And this is the reversal occurs somewhere around this level. All right. So that is SNRC for continuation. So it is very easy to trade the SNRC than the QMR, because at the QMR there's uncertainty, but as SNRC1, direction is already confirmed. Okay, all right. So SNRC formula is simple. You need a strong resistance or a strong support, right? And opposite the strong resistance or a strong support, you need what? A DMD, double Marubuzu. Okay, I call it DMB because double Marubuzu. Okay, because the D is direction, right? You need to find DM opposite that strong resistance, or you need to find a drop, a base, and a drop, or a rally, a base, and a rally. Okay, you need to find this opposite a strong resistance. And we know what a strong resistance is, or a strong support. A strong resistance is a chart that is giving you a shape, right? You have A shape, and then a support to be what? A V shape, right? So what it means is that opposite this A shape, you need to have a rally, a base, and a rally. Okay, opposite this support, you need to have a drop, a base, and a drop. Okay, something like this. So when you have this, you are going to buy here. Okay, for continuation. So you see, it is a breakout, a pullback, an entry, continuation. Okay, so you buy, you sell here. All right, so that is it. That is it for SNRC1. Okay, so let's continue. So support and resistance must be in line with the rally-based rally or drop-based drop. So when I say in line, what does it mean? Okay, this is it. This is not in line. Okay, it is not in line. It has to at least touch it. Okay, this is not in line. So in line, it means that the support has to be passing through the base or the base has to be touching the support. Okay, so it could be like this. Okay, something like this, or it could be like this, right? Okay, so that is in line. All right. So the confirmation is a higher time frame engulfing. This one you need to understand it. The confirmation is a higher time frame engulfing, or it has, okay, when you draw your line, it has to be passing through a full body candle. Okay, so when you have this and draw this line, when you change to a higher time frame, it has to be passing through an engulfing. It has to give you some kind of engulfing there. Some kind of engulfing there. Okay. Or this line has to be passing through a full body candle. Okay. All right. And there's danger zone here that I'm not going to talk about. Okay. Yes, I'm not going to talk about. You don't need it. Right. So it has to be passing through the body. When you see this danger zone, then I'm referring to what? The next resistance. Okay. Has price touched the next level of resistance? In this case, let's say you will understand when from direction, we have a direction, we have a buy to a sell zone. Okay. Then price does this. Let's say created the SNRC1, something like this. Okay, and continued. Right. Now, when you change to a higher time frame, you are confirming that this one is passing through a full body candle. But has the full body candle touched that resistance that we are looking at? Okay, so this is from one point A to point B. That is the level we are expecting a reversal from. So when you see this SNRC1 and it's passing through a full body candle, the question is that has the full body candle touched the zone? If yes, then forget it. Okay, if no, then trade the SNRC1 to go to the zone. Okay, so that is the danger zone. The danger zone is the reversal zone. Okay, all right. So let's see some examples. Now here we have a strong support. Price breaks a strong support and leaves a drop base drop opposite it, and this is what a drop base drop looks like. Okay, so we have a bearish candle. Price attempt to go up, fails the attempt, and then drop. So we have a drop, a pause, and a drop. Okay, and it doesn't need to be this perfect. It doesn't need to be this perfect. It could be like this. Okay, then we have maybe buy candle, small sell candle. Okay, buy candle, and then a sell candle. Okay, this is still a drop, a base, and a drop. Okay, so it looks like this. All right, so and the same thing applies to what the rally base rally. Okay, so let's look at some examples. So this is the illustration for the buy. So in here, okay, we have a strong support. Price broke the strong support, and we see this line. When you mark this bottom, it is passing through that candle. Okay, it is passing through that candle. All right, so now look at the examples. Look at the confirmation. Right, you see this is passing through a full body candle as mentioned. Right, now the question is that I didn't show. The question I didn't show is that here, right, the danger zone is somewhere down here. Okay, so this hasn't touched this reversal zone, and therefore you can trade this, okay, to target this zone, right? But for SNRC1, the take profit is around the pullback. Okay, so price did this and came back, so your take profit is around this level. Okay, we'll talk about the entries in the next sessions, not today. Okay, all right, so let's go on. Okay, so this is another example. We have this is a double resistance, which is a very good example. Double resistance. We have double resistance. Opposite it, we have a rally base rally. Okay, so when it is a double resistance like this, okay, it is strong, and the reason is simple. Yes, you see, it is like you have a level that has been rejected several times, okay, and then price leaves this one and it's coming back for it. Okay, all right, so now okay, so see, this one is also passing through a full body candle, right? Full body candle. All right, so that is SNRC1. Any question? I guess no. Okay, so let me. You have a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go on. Who?
Sir?
Who is asking the question?
Lawal, sir.
Okay, all right.
Okay. The thing is that the full body candle, you said it must be an higher time frame.
Yes, yes.
Are we going just one time frame down or two? You know, sometimes we have to go to two time frame down before we can get the I mean, if we see it on higher time frame that a full body candle is passing the support or the resistance, are we going to go one time frame down or maybe two time frame down before we can see it?
In Bystra theory, a higher time frame is any time frame higher than the time frame where you found a pattern. Okay, so let's assume that you found a pattern on 15 minutes. You found a pattern on 15 minutes. So I call this 15 minutes, right? And a higher time frame is any time frame that is higher than this. So it is not defined that go to one time frame higher or two time frame higher. So far as it's a higher time frame. So what you are doing is that you are checking any time frame higher than this to find out if there is an engulfing or it is passing through a body. So it could be 30 minutes. If you don't find it on 30 minutes, you go to the next time frame. 1 hour, it is not defined. You go to 1 hour, you don't find it. You go to 4 hours, you don't find it. You go to daily. And if it's not a good SNRC, you will not find it on any of the time frames. Do you understand? Okay, so it is
Yes,
not
sir.
defined. We are not defining time frame. It is only in transformation that we define time frame, and even that we define it on the first two steps. First step, an engulfing. Second step is one time frame lower. Okay, which is what? A double maru. Then the third step is not defined. You are looking at all those level double marus within it and finding that hidden base or that base within the hidden base levels. That is defined. This is not defined. So when it comes to QM, when you say, okay, you find a QM pattern on, it means that every time frame where you are going to find this pattern is your lower time frame. All you need to do is to go to a time frame higher than this. So it can be one time frame. When you go, you are supposed to see an engulfing. If you don't see, go to the next time frame to confirm. You are looking for confirmation. So the confirmation can be hidden in any time frame higher. Because if I tell you one time frame, you will not get any trade. Because you find this QM on H4, you go to daily, and there's no engulfing. And the engulfing is on the weekly. Right? Okay, so it's not defined. Next question. So let's look at some examples. Okay, if there are no other questions, let me see. Okay, so one example, based on classification, SNRC1 is not my favorite pattern. Okay, it's my least favorite pattern. I hardly trade SNRC1. Okay, so let me show you one example on gold. I remember this. I think I remember SNRC. Okay. I was on H1. Just hope that I'll remember where I found it. Yes. So you see here, H4. Oh, lost it again. Okay, so it's H1, that is clear. H1. So the SNRC1 is around this level, okay? So SNRC1 around this level. And in this case, we have a double resistance. You can see. All right, so we have this strong resistance. You have another resistance here. So you have this strong resistance, double resistance in here. And now where we're coming from was, okay, I think I showed you this example. Okay, a QM, low, high, lower, low, high, high. Opposite, you have a base, which you've already talked about. Price broke out, okay? And then we left an SNRC1. So you see that this SNRC1 is a continuation pattern, right? Why? Because we have already broken this and we are going up. Okay, direction is confirmed. All right. So on the SNRC1, we have a strong resistance. Opposite it, price has broken out, closed above this level, and left this resistance. Now, interesting. What you do is that you take this line, when you mark this, look left and look at how price reacted to the level. Okay, are you seeing something? Right? So rejection, 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 and then we have a level. Okay, so this is your trade. All right. Now, if you are taking this trade on SNRC1, where do you put your stop loss? So SNRC1 is very difficult. All right. Now, if you are taking this trade on SNRC1, where do you put your stop loss? So SNRC1 is very difficult. Right. Question. Okay, this is GTP. Okay. So where do you put your stop loss here? I'm not talking about entry. Right. Now with this, if normally, right, with SNRC1, your stop loss would be around the base. But SNRC1 has that tendency of taking the stop loss out. Okay, it will drop right below. It will drop. Let's say this one has a wick like this. It usually draws. You can do this. Come below this and just go. Okay, and sometimes yes, you just react on the resistance. So with SNRC1, right, I wait for confirmation, which we are going to do after we finish everything. We start talking about entries. I'll wait for confirmation. So it's not right to just take the trade like this, okay? Because in SNRC1, we have the tendency that price will do this, just come below this and go up. Okay, all right. So this was a good one, right? Liquidity above, like there's somewhere here. Okay, continuation pattern. But if you're following this, you could be looking for a direction. So we talk about that in some minutes. Okay, and then when I go to DXY, there's this SNRC1 long ago on the weekly chart. Okay, weekly DXY weekly chart. All right, so where's the SNRC1? So you can see it here clearly that we have a strong resistance. Okay, we have a rally, base, rally, right opposite it. Okay, all right, so you see right opposite it. Now, okay, so now when you look at this, you have, it is a continuation. We are already going up. See, we are already going up. Okay, so you confirm with higher time frame to confirm the pattern, or in the other one I didn't confirm, so you confirm it monthly. Okay, so you realize that on the monthly it is a double maru, okay, which is also a confirmation. Sorry, I didn't add that. It's a double maru. This is a double, right within the double maru, that is giving a monthly open close level, okay, which is confirming the base, okay, which is confirming this, right? So price comes to the base, your base is your entry. You look at the base and then wait for confirmation, and then you have a trade here. Okay, I don't know if I'll find another SNRC1. It's something I don't like trading. So okay, there was another SNRC1 on the same weekly. above it. Okay, so we have SNRC, we have a strong, this is a good example. Okay, we have a strong resistance, and then we have a open close. So you see the open close is there, open close, so your level is just here. Okay, so we have an open close. In the open close, you can find a base, I think. Okay, yeah, so there was a base somewhere around this level. So your open close level is your trade. You wait for confirmation and you take the trade from here. Okay, let's see BTC.
Okay, sir. Please, I want to say something, sir.
Okay, go on.
Yesterday on gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please, maybe you should check the 30 minutes.
Go 30 minutes. There was SNRC1.
Something like that. I just want you to confirm it for me, sir.
Okay, there was SNRC1. Okay, so we have a drop, a resistance, opposite we have a base. Okay, so this base is opposite. Let me see if it's passing through. Yes, passing through that, the wick of that candle, passing through it. Okay, so this will be also an SNRC1. All right, you're right. So you have an SNRC1 somewhere here. Okay, is that the one you are talking about, or you are talking about something else?
Yes, it's the same one, sir.
Okay, all right, good. So you understand. Okay, so
yes.
We let me see the time. We end the session. We're ending the session, and then we come back for SNRC2. Okay, all right. Use the same link to join. Okay, bye.
Okay, boss.